X's. This, I mean, what a gift this will be. They could drive this all the way home. They've pounced.
They can, so they've pounced right at just the right moment. And Joe Starling can do a kilometre at this speed, and then up to the other guys to do about 500 metres each, and they're going to leave their men in perfect position if they can boss this.
Look at the panic behind to get onto this this string. Aular is there, so is Parasini. Looks like Stewart might well have just missed out ever so slightly. He's being guided up right now. It takes a long time for this to unwind, and still Tarling is absolutely tanning everybody for the time being. 1,800 metres to go. This is clever work. This is precisely what they needed to do. They've come round a focused left-hander. They'll drive this one as far as they possibly can. And a big old drive right now for Alexander Kristoff, who ominously just comes up alongside, being brought in here by his lead-out man, Jonas Abramson. And in fact, that's all he's got. Whoa, a little bit of a nudge there on Ethan Hayter. And if you're going to go shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Alexander Kristoff, you're likely to lose out.
Yeah, and that was Matthew Mohoric just kind of squeezed Ethan Hayter in between himself and Alexander Kristoff. And Ethan Hayter being slightly smaller than him, he's going to be the one that does the bouncing.
Well, it's Mohoric all on his lonesome at the moment for Bahrain, wearing number 1. As up upon his shoulder comes Alexander Kristoff. Mohoric lights it up. He goes for it. It's Ethan Hayter who's following him. Just sits back down in the saddle right now. And here, a quick look over the shoulder by Postelberger. And he can't find Campbell Stewart, who's absolutely disappeared. There's a big turn coming up. Aular's in the mix here. Parasini hasn't lit it up just yet. Wait for this turn. Here it is. And a big one, 500 metres to go, and it's away, and they're off the leash. We've got a big crash. Well, Sheffield has gone down. The race leader, unfortunately, they've got to carry on here. Sheffield's going to be out of this one. There is Kristoff just embedded. Here comes Parasini on the barriers, looking through as well, just trying to pick out a few others for you. We have, there is Aular just behind the big screen that is Kristoff. Kristoff's got to be tempted to go for it right now. He must not be mugged by Aular, who comes in on his back wheel. Others coming to join the fray as well. Tim Thunberg. Here comes Parasini up the centre of the road. Oh, and the blue jersey of Tobias Lund is also in the frame here. Who's going to have it? Aular hits the front. Oh, this is amazing. Will he possibly get there after such a long wait? On the throw, he takes it just ahead of Kristoff, who was very fast finishing. My goodness, what a finale that was. The Venezuelan champion comes good. He's had so much promise for so long, and he brings it home today.
Yeah, and Alexander Kristoff found himself on the front just at the wrong time. 300 metres to go. And kind of looking around for the wheel he wanted to lead him out, and just didn't have the kick left to come past Alouar there on the line.
Wow, how fantastic is that? Aulas Aular. It's been a long time coming. He's had some great finishes in La Vuelta. Finally, he's got this win. Second behind Jeffrey Soup on stage 7 of La Vuelta, and he gets there, and a big slap on the shoulders as well for Barcelo. And not only does he win the day, he takes the lead of this race, and handsomely so.
Yeah, and the pro level team takes over the kind of red jersey, and you have to say that there's been a number of surprises every day with this, that the kind of what I've seen as lesser riders stepping up to take stage wins, and now the race lead.
I'm so pleased for this man. I've been banging on about him for quite some time. It's like a stuck record.
This has been your favourite jersey for the whole race.
It has, and with very good reason, and here he is. I'm so pleased for him. Aulas Aular leads this race and takes stage 5 of the Crow race after so many good finishes.
There's Magnus Sheffield coming down. So he came down, on the right-hand side of the road there. Just when Luke Rowe kind of swung over and jumped up on the pavement, and then Magnus Sheffield found himself, I think, catching the edge of that pavement and going down. Probably quite hard as well, given it looks like he's got a little bit of damage to his knee.
Well, I hope that he is okay. This man is absolutely top of the world at the moment. Cahiroral they take their time to get wins, and here is Magnus Sheffield. Roughed up, I'm afraid, in that finale. Josh Tarling just having some words with him. So he'll be handing over that red jersey. Let's have a look at it as we come into this
So here we see
finale.
so it's Connor Swift who leads out, and you know, there we see Luke Rowe just jumps the pavement, and you know, Magnus Sheffield tried to do the same thing and just caught the edge of that curbing there. So he'd probably been safer just to stay on the road.
Yeah.
And instead of, I think he wanted to stay out of the way of the sprinters because he didn't really need to get involved in that. And unfortunately, he's come down.
Well, with the crash in the last 3K, he will not lose any time, but he's lost the jersey to this man. And here we are from the overhead. Watch Aolar as they come in. Now, we said if it's a technical finale, he's going to have a chance. Parasini boxed out of it. And this is where perhaps Christoph should have had the wherewithal to drive on at this point. I don't think he realised he was being stalked.
Yeah, I think the problem there is that he suspected that Ineos were going to let the wheel go like it happened before. So Alexander Kristoff's found himself in second position. So when Connor Swift swings over, he's got nowhere to go, and that's why he's looking around now. And nobody wants to take it up just yet because it's 300 metres to go.
Good work as well. There is Parasini just lighting it up to try and become part of proceedings. Got a good finish, but and indeed Tobias Lund also was fast finishing in the blue jersey. And we'll see how it settled itself down. Viviani did get up as well.
So Viviani was coming past Ethan Hayter there for third place in the bonuses, and he had the presence of mind to
dab the brakes.
Just dab the brakes and let Ethan Hayter take that time. But Ineos from being in total control there, but inside that last 500 meters, found themselves boxed in just ever so slightly.
All wrestling the bikes, but in the end, Aolar comes in on the barriers, and unlike yesterday where he was so close but just ran out of reserves on the climb, he had enough to hold Kristoff in abeyance. And it was Hayter that come through. He had to double check with Viviani. Did I get that? Did I? I think you did.
Yeah, I think Viviani saw he was going to pass Hayter, and they understood that for GC that Ethan had to take those seconds. The big loser there is Alexander Kristoff, because from being on the front at 300 metres to go, he needed to be out of the wind, and he settled back behind Alouar. And when you can't do that, it's going to be really, really difficult to come round him again.
Parasini finishing in 10th place. Aolar